Hello there and welcome back to my English space. Are you the kind that likes to go into detail with describing things in your life? Or do you oftentimes feel like you are lacking the right words to describe what you see? Well, maybe you just hate to describe it all in black and white. Well, if that is your case, like either one, then stick around, because in this video I will help you to add that splash of expressiveness to your language in order to make it a bit more nuanced. So are you here with me, sticking to the end of my video? Let's get it started then. We are going to go over those adjectives that not only put a tag on our belongings, but also help us get more specific about them when it comes to their condition or state. They'll range from good to bad, showing varying degrees of standard and caliber. Before we jump right in, like this video and subscribe with notifications. And stick until the end, because if you do, not only will you get this 10 adjectives that I've collected and put together for you in this beautiful lesson, but also 2 more bonus adjectives. So let's get started. My number 1 adjective for you to show the condition or state of things is well-kept, or well-maintained. Well-maintained. Good. Make sure you pronounce it after me for further practice. And as the name already suggests, it means that something is well cared for. What can be well kept or well maintained? Parks, buildings, gardens, furniture, cars. People's cars can be well kept. Good. My example for you is, if you decide to go for the studio that we stayed in at the seaside, just let me know. Oh, by the way, they've also got a well-kept kitchen that will allow you to stick with your dietary habits. There you go. Now, if you want to refer to something that's in excellent condition, you will say that it is in pristine condition. And that's to say that it is new or almost new, very clean, unspoiled, in excellent condition, okay? We can refer to environments, objects, whatever. What can be pristine? A pristine beach, a pristine forest, a pristine wilderness, a pristine floor, pristine tiles, why not? And in the kitchen. Okay, now let's take an example. He sold a house in which he had been living for a couple years, but I was literally astounded to see that the furniture was in pristine condition. Wow. In good or bad repair. In good or bad repair means in good condition or bad condition, the opposite, right? So my example for you is a landlord showing his new tenants the flat and giving them a tour will get to the kitchen and say to them, all the appliances in here are in good repair. Make sure you keep them that way. In case something goes wrong, make sure you let me know and I'll send somebody over to take a look. Moving on. If something is as good as new, that's to say they're again working and in a good condition, especially after they've been damaged or ill, if it's the case of humans. So I've just picked up your computer from the PC technician. Now mind the viruses, yeah? Because it's as good as new. You don't want to break it again. Let me give you another synonym for the expression in pristine condition, and that's in mint condition. Yeah, you heard right. It's mint. Yeah, exactly. Just like the plant. And the example that just popped up in my mind is about my uncle. You know, an old uncle that passed away a couple of years ago. He belonged to the older generation, and he used to have a car back in the day that, even though he had been using a lot, quite a lot, was in mint condition. And that was because he really enjoyed to take care of it and was very careful with it. Now let's take a moment and think ourselves, you know, if we are as careful as my uncle was. How about you? Which of the things that you are surrounded with is in pristine condition, either in your home or at the workplace? Let me know right here in the comments. Well, this is a push to practice, to further practice, because you know there's not going to be any progress without practice. Also, make sure you give this video a like. And now moving on to the next adjective, which this time is a negative one because we're slowly rolling into that direction. And to start with, we've got a rundown, you know, from the category of negative adjectives, and it means to be in poor or neglected state after initially it has been prosperous, or we can say that it has seen better days. To be on the positive side of things, to have seen better days. In later years, this beautiful old hotel has become run down following the mismanagement of several owners. What a shame. What a shame. That casino has for sure seen better days. I can tell that just by looking at its impressive entrance and exterior architecture. Next on, we've got ramshackle. Ramshackle. Mind the pronunciation of this adjective, which can be a bit tricky, and it means something that's badly and untidily made. It's usually used for buildings and houses. It's something that's likely to break or fall down. If you ever consider retiring, make sure you do it in a ramshackle cottage out in the countryside. Give it a nice makeover and move in immediately. How about you? What type of collocation do you have in mind? What combination, what noun do you think matches best ramshackle? Rickety. Rickety. That's right, this one's tricky as well. It's used to describe old damaged wooden things in particular. So wooden. It should be made of wood. Don't take the staircase. It looks so rickety and it might give in. So the staircase, it's likely to break soon, okay? It's rickety. You know, when I'm saying rickety, I'm also thinking of a wobbly chair. Wobbly, it's also something that's shaking, you know, it's not steady on the ground. So a rickety chair, it doesn't look good anymore. It's maybe missing a leg or a couple boards, wooden boards, this kind of things. Or yeah, rickety, you can say fragile. Beat up, beat up. It is old damaged vehicles that are likely to break. We have lost hope of bringing to life this scratched coffee table. It used to belong to my aunt, and we were meaning to have it reconditioned, but it's too beat up to just invest our money. It's just not worth it. Another beautiful phrase that just got slipped in the lesson as of now is wear and tear. Wear and tear. And that is the process that naturally and inevitably occurs as a result of the wear, the normal wear, over the years, or aging of objects, of everything that we own and possess. So, for example, we can say that this armchair is designed to stand up to a lot of wear and tear. In this sentence, this goes to mean that it will hold up in time, it will resist, and it is resistant, over time to a lot of wear and tear. That is the set phrase, so use it as such. Now, another example might be that of cars, which can also be exposed to a lot of wear and tear with a long commute to work, for example, getting in and out of the town. But also following a summer holiday, the car may experience a lot of wear and tear, and therefore it might be showing some signs of wear and tear, such as battery or tire replacements, minor scratches, or even paint fading. So also make sure that from now on you'll get to introduce this beautiful expression into your vocabulary. Wear and tear. Finally, we've come to the last one, the last adjective from the category of negative adjectives describing state or condition, and that is threadbare. Threadbare. Yeah, it's good, excellent that you're saying it with me. And it means looking horrible. If something is threadbare, it means that it's on the point of just falling apart, because a cotton shirt like the one I'm wearing today is all made up of threads, like the long pieces of cotton, threads. So if that's all that's left, threads, it means it looks horrible. Now, check out our sofa. It's gone through so many family moments that it's so threadbare. It's screaming for a new one. Oh my. Yeah, it's screaming for a new one. And if you're interested to just improve your vocabulary and take it to the next level, and you want to know more expressions of this kind, it's screaming for things that you're in need of, make sure you check out my video. I'll get that linked up right here. Thank you so much. Now we're done. We finally made it to the finish of this video, but not before I'll give you my 2 bonus adjectives, and those are, the first one is bulky. If something is bulky, it's not only large but also very heavy. So large and heavy, that's what bulky means, and difficult to move around. This armchair here, I've never liked it right from the start. It's never been a good fit for my bedroom. I will change it for sure, buy a new one, because it's always been so bulky and gotten in the way with cleaning. I can't stand it any longer. And finally, the last one is a synonym of bulky, and it's cumbersome. Cumbersome. It also means large, heavy, and difficult to carry and move around. But this time, I'm not going to give you an example. Instead, I will let you make your own example and leave it here. That is your assignment for next time. With this, we are done. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I hope that you've enjoyed it and found it useful. Make sure you give it a like and subscribe if this has been your first time here. And never forget that practice makes perfect. Keep up the good work, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.